second place in the tournament, MMR. Give it up for MMR, great effort. All tournament team for MMR has been awarded to number 23, Daniel Modestine. Also, all tournament, number 52, Jared Exler. Again, thank you, MMR, and congratulations. Individual team trophies for the team. Number 2, Scott Pearson. Number 3, Evan Wall. Number 4, Patrick Murphy. Number 5, Alex Karras. Number 10, Joseph Parker. Number 23, Daniel Modestine. Number 24, Philip White. Number 25, Jason Reimer. Number 52, Jared Exler. Number 53, Emmett Harkins. And number 55, Andrew Smith. Again, congratulations, MMR, on your second place finish. And now for your varsity champions. The St. Maximilian Varsity Boys, first place finish. Come and get your trophy. Individual trophies for St. Max. Number 35, Patrick Durant. Number 12, Michael Sprague. Number 34, Doug Costin. Number 44, Brian Boyle. Number 2, Perry Cazone. Number 55, Riley Ammerman. Number 25, Ryan Bolt. Number 13, AJ Marcucci. Number 11, Michael Kemsky. Number 4, Andrew Pinto. Number 40, Nick Alakakis. And number 30, Tim Durant. 3 members of St. Max have been awarded to the all-tournament team. Those players are number 44, Brian Boyle. Number 30, Tim Durant. And number 40, Nick Alakakos. Two additional awards will be given out for the tournament. First, the John McInerney Leadership Award. This award has been granted this year to number 44, Brian Boyle. Great leadership, Brian. All tournaments have an MVP. This year, again, all tournaments have an MVP. This year, the Anthony Tormino MVP Award has been awarded to number 40, Nick Alakakos, for his outstanding performance here at the 8th Annual St. Helena Tournament. Congratulations, Nick, and great congratulations to the entire St. Max team on your first place finish. You are the champions of the 8th Annual St. Helena Memorial Tournament. Clap it up, everybody, for St. Max. Good chance. So words.
Gary.
Everybody can remain seated for a minute, please.
St. Alfonso.
What a great basketball game. Congratulations to St. Max and also to MMR. A job well done. We take a lot of pride here at St. Helena to put on the best basketball tournament around. And I really believe we've achieved a lot of that success. But we only do that because of the people that help support our tournament. Anthony Tremino, Mike O'Brien, Mike Brophy, Tom Kennedy, Maureen O'Brien, Mike Moransky, people who are all involved, Jeff Kohler. They do a tremendous job with what we do, so we owe them a lot of thanks. Most importantly, what I think sets our tournament over the top is the volunteers that we have. All the people with the light green shirts that are here. All the kids that are sweeping the floor. So we really believe that's what sets us apart. We want to thank you all for coming and being part of our tournament. And hopefully you'll be back again to see us soon. If not, be sure to watch us over the internet. At this time, we have a couple of minor awards to give out to some of the people who are very important to us here. And it's just a little token of our appreciation. Mike, you want to come on out here for a second? First, we'd like to thank Margaret Pollock. Margaret, where are you, Margaret? Margaret's been here all weekend. She runs our raffle. She keeps everybody in line for us. What a great job she does for us.
I need to get my breath back for next game.
Hold on. Also, we'd like to thank Kathy Nugebauer for scheduling for together on the boys' side. Kathy Nug. Not here. I think she didn't take a nap. She's been here too long. Next, we'd like to thank Carolyn Shields. Carolyn, you want to come up here? She may be in the cafeteria. Oh, there we go. Got it for your mom. Okay, thank you very much. And lastly, the person who puts this all together, she's been here all tournament, Maureen O'Brien.
Give us a great entrance. Great entrance! Come on,
Okay, we're going to go to a few other
There we go.
awards that we have, and I'm going to call up at this time Sister Kathy, and we have a few dedications that we have. So
yes,
if you can bear with us for a few more minutes, we'll get on with the next game. At this time, there's two other people I didn't thank. First was our Monsignor, Monsignor Niccolo. He allows us to run this tournament. Secondly is Sister Kathy, who supports our tournament in full. We really appreciate her support. So at this time, I'll introduce Sister Kathy.
Thanks, Gary. And there's one person Gary forgot to mention, and that's Gary Kane, who is tremendous with what he does for this tournament year after year. I don't think it's by accident that we have this tournament over Martin Luther King weekend. This weekend, dedicated to service. Each and every year, we see more service here at St. Helena from the people who organize the tournament, to the workers, to the volunteers, to the kids, to our families who support this 600%. So I can't say enough gratitude for each and every one of those people, and they have totally embraced service. It's a hallmark of our St. Helena community, and we're very, very grateful to everyone who has contributed to this. Thank you.
First of all, this is the 8th year of the tournament. And when we started 8 years ago, the championship game, the boys were fortunate enough to play in the championship game, and the gym was about this crowded for that game. And the game went down to the last couple seconds, and St. Helens won the first boys championship that night, and the gym was about this packed. So thank you all for coming. This has been a tremendous experience for the kids, most importantly, and also for the community. As Sister Kathy alluded to, and Gary alluded to, this goes on because Monsignor Nicolo gives us the support, gives us the leeway to do the things that we can do, both for the community and a number of charities. All the money that we raise, that everybody on our committee raise, all the banners that you see, people give a lot of money for these banners. We donate it to charities, to the school, and to the parish. The CYO gets what they need, but other than that, all the money is given away. To Sister Kathy, that we've been fortunate to make a significant donation each year, with another check for her, that if Gary, you have the check, we have another check for Sister Kathy to use for continue to develop the technology within the school, and we'd like to present a check to Sister Kathy on behalf of our tournament committee.
For how much? Blank check?
Yes, that's a blank check.
Whatever you need.
Okay, Sister Kathy.
No one left.
Now, unfortunately, the charities that we give to, kids, the charities that we give to, and we've given to the past, we give to Coaches versus Cancer, we've given to Baby's Breath, we've given to Don Thompson, who's here earlier today, is Winning Ways Charity, Boy Scouts of America. We give to a lot of charities, but most importantly, and unfortunately, we've had, over the last 8 years, if you take a look at our honor roll up here, we have had 12 people within our family parish that have passed away in the last 8 years. And every one of them has left behind a spouse, children, young children. So what we've been able to do, with the support and the generosity of all you, have been able to make donations and scholarship funds for these families. So everyone you see up there has been donated. And fortunately tonight, I think if I counted, 7 of these people have representatives here tonight, which is absolutely tremendous. And we appreciate everybody coming back, and a few of them we want to honor tonight. I'm going to pass it over to Sister Kathy, and at this time I'd ask Ron and Nancy Shapiro and the family to come on up here, please.
For those of you who knew John, no words really are necessary. For those who didn't know John, it's difficult to describe John's presence among us through words, for it's his spirit that captured our hearts. John was one of the most loving, kind, bossy, and compassionate people I've ever known. He was Mr. Hospitality at St. Helena's School. Whether he was answering the phone or announcing dismissal lines, calling the kids up for snacks at the counter, or checking out library books, he did it with full vim and vigor and life. And no one was ever more thoughtful. If you look inside your tournament program, you see on the page opposite John's picture the image of the American flag. And very clearly, in that field of blue stars, you see a cross. I happened to see that picture live. It's not an optical illusion. It was not a double exposure. I went behind it to see what the heck was making that cross in that field of blue. And what I know is that that was John's thoughtfulness coming through, assuring all of us that everything was fine, that he was at peace, he was well, and I know he was leading everything that was going on in heaven that day and will continue to do so forward. He had completed his journey here and was in God's loving arm. And I want to thank especially Ron and Nancy for sharing this little guy with us. Each evening, as we look at the stars, we can remember that John's now in God's loving embrace. And he's also God's first assistant. There's no doubt in my mind. And as we can recall his voice, now he's saying, "Hello, this is heaven. How may I help you?" Thanks, Ron and Nancy.
Moving on, we have a couple more quick ones, and then we'll move on to the game. As I said, we're fortunate and very blessed to be able to make donations to various charities. One of the charities we made a donation to last year that John and Susan McInerney had made us aware of is a company called A Baby's Breath, an organization. And we're fortunate tonight to have the president, and I'll ask Karen to come up, the president of A Baby's Breath, Karen Patoka. And Karen and her daughter Victoria are going to say a word or two about the organization.
I would like to thank this year's tournament committee and the St. Helena's committee for your generous donation. Not only this year, but I'm going to give you an update on last year's donation. As many of you know, we got the donation of an ultrasound machine, which was quite an undertaking for a non-medical person to understand the wherewithal in executing ultrasounds. But through the help of Susan McInerney and many qualified volunteers, we were able to successfully open our service a couple of months ago, and the bishop came up and blessed the machine. And this past week, we had a young mother who was searching for the right answers. And by the grace of God and your donation, she was able to see her beautiful 8-week little baby kicking on the screen and chose life. So amen. Thank you very much for your generosity. To give you a little background of what Baby's Breath does, we give hope to mothers and fathers in a crisis pregnancy. We don't just have them choose life and have them walk out the door. We give them real help and love and kindness, support, material assistance, of course, but the information that they need to be good parents, just like you are, coming here with your families and supporting this great cause. Thank you.
Okay, and at this point, can you just at this time, if you take a look at our banner, the memorial banner, the very first name that you see up there, John Burke III. I'm going to ask Jeff Kohler to come on up here and speak. As I said, we're very fortunate that a number of people continue to support our tournament that don't even have kids in our program anymore. Amongst our committee, over half of the people that work on the volunteer and the people up here that you see, their kids are no longer in St. Helena's school. Their kids either played in the tournament or maybe were here before the tournament even started, and yet they continue to give back. And we appreciate all the support that we give or get from them. And on behalf, it all started with John Burke, and I want to ask Jeff Kohler to say a few words. And at this point, ask Kathy Burke.
Kathy and young John Burke is here as well. The excellence of this tournament was inspired by a great St. Helena's CYO coach, John Burke. And when John passed away on September 26, 2005, a large group of John's friends, many here tonight, really wanted to honor John's memory, and also some great organizations, including the Abramson Cancer Center. And as Mike mentioned earlier, we still memorialize, and sadly our banner gets a little longer every year. But the inspiration of the tournament was our good friend John Burke, and his wife Kathy is here tonight, and his son young John. And we wanted to pay tribute to John and remember our roots and how this tournament, this great event, really started. And so we have a presentation for Kathy and John, and it's at the Abramson Cancer Center, and I think Kathy just wanted to say a word or two.
Thank you all very much for your generosity. It's been a long night. Congratulations, teams. What a great game I saw, and I know the girls are going to have a great game. I just want to say thank you. The money goes to a good cause. We decided that what is contributed to John's Fund goes for making the patient experience a better one. If you've ever had to go through a cancer treatment, it's not a wonderful experience. So we have supported a free conference for family members to learn about cancer, and we also supported, based on a fun thing, a TV in a waiting room for family members so that they can take their mind off of what they're going through for just this moment. One last word to say, one of John's favorite words was living a dream, and I think seeing tonight he'd say all of you are supporting living a dream. Thank you very much.
Okay, and the last, it's a good segue because John, we started the tournament because of John's support and his desire through CYO to coach, help young kids, literally, as Kathy just said, live the dream. And it all started with John, and we've come full circle in 8 years because the last name that you see up there, Sean O'Neill. Sean was dedicated, passed away this past fall, 51 years old, left behind a wife and 3 kids, and Sean was very instrumental with CYO, with coaching his kids in all the sports, and truly teaching them the values of CYO and the value of sports. At this time, I'd ask Joan, and I believe Liam is here, and Aiden. I think Joe's coming up. Let's give him a round of applause. Also, I believe also, we have, before Kathy says, I know there's a number of people here tonight from Men of LaSalle and also Men of Hemlock that are here tonight. And we appreciate you all for coming. And at this point, turn it over to Joe.
Thank you, Mike, and thank everyone. I think we'll, in Sean's way, keep it short and sweet. So we received many wonderful poems and phrases at the family across the holidays about your first holiday with Jesus in heaven. And I'd like to say that's very comforting, and as same as the Shapiras, I think we appreciate the joining of our family members to heavenly set of membership of St. Helena's as well. And then I said a prayer to the Blessed Mother that I hope she doesn't mind how much basketball they're going to be watching while they're up there. Thank you, and have a great game. Congratulations, boys.
Okay, and one last one before you get going here. I'm going to ask Anthony Tommy to come up. We have one last special presentation to make before we start our game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all the parents from the other parishes that came here, thank you for your patience and listening to all the awards. I know you like to get on to the basketball. 20 years ago when I joined this parish, the first gentleman I met was Gary Kane. Over 20 years later, Gary is still involved with the CYO of this parish. If you know, Gary has 8 children. We have figured out without CYO, he'd probably have to be 14 or 15.
Oh my God.
But then again, he always came late to every practice and walked in with a smile on his face, and we're still not sure. But anyway, every year Gary makes a secret phone call to someone to get a plaque made for someone for all the work they have done. Well, this year, it's for you. St. Helens CYO, Earthly honors Gary Kane in recognition for his consistent service and enthusiastic support inspiring the youth of St. Helens Parish. Thank you for all. Thank you, everyone. I think that's great. I appreciate it. I'm speechless. It doesn't happen very often, but I'm working with great people here, and it's a whole lot of fun. We really enjoy what we do. So, Anthony and everybody else, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's play ball, huh? That's what we're here for. Here we go.
I love it.
That's live streaming, Mrs. O'Brien. Can you watch my seat? I'm going to get the
I gotta go.
You're what?
Kristen.